don't. Okay, so welcome to Tuesday night's lesson, Unit 7, Lesson 2. Now we're going to look, instead of the tiles like we used last night, we're going to use a number line. And number lines can be a little more confusing, so don't. So if you need to pull that out, you can look at it. But what you need to know is that a number line is still like our tiles. The only difference is now there's a space. So for example, here's what you're used to. 1/4, 4 pieces make a whole, okay? So this number line right here is split into 4 pieces. It's a whole. Only now, instead of the label being put in the middle of the tile, it's at the end of the tile. Okay? So let's look at the ones below it. So this one is a whole from here, from this X to this X is one whole, and it's divided into fourths. Now the number lines below it here are broken into halves, fourths, and then eighths. But here's the thing you need to know, is that this is an enlarged whole. It is 4 parts out of 4 parts. On these number lines, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wholes. So there's 1 out of 2 parts from 0 to half, and then 2 out of 2 parts. Please excuse any interruptions because I have my little 4-year-old in here and he may distract us a couple times, so I apologize. So here, this is a shrinked version of this, and it's only 2 parts. So see how you see the 2 tiles? So this is 1/2, this is 2 2s. Okay, then you have a whole nother hole to here. And you have now, it's 1 whole, and then 1 whole and 1/2, 1 whole, and 4 out of 4. So in 5 wholes, how many halves do we have? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 halves in 5 wholes. Okay, and then down here, they're split into fourths. So here's my whole, and it should kind of look exactly like this, only now it's shrunk down. Okay, so here's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. All right, and then you've got 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, 9/4, 10/4, 11/4, 12/4. And the only thing with the number line is that the label is at the end of the space. So as we're comparing and making these number statements true, I'm going to erase all my marks so we can kind of see them a little more clearly, maybe. So you have 3/4. Okay, so you have 3/4 and 5 halves. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, clearly 3/4 is less than 5 halves, because we also know that 5 halves is 2 and 1/2, don't we? Then looking at the next one, we have 15 quarters or 15/4 and 20/8. So here's 15/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15/4. See right there? 15/4, or 3 and 3/4. And then 20/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oops. I was only supposed to do 20, huh? So right there. Here we have 28ths, which is really 2 and 4/8, or 2.5. So which one's bigger? Well, 15/4 is greater than 28ths. Hopefully you're starting to see this break out for you. And I want you to physically try this one, number 3, 10/4. So I have fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's 10/4 and 24/8. I'm not going to count 24/8. I'm just going to look on my number line for 24/8. Which one is greater? 24/8 is greater than 10/4. Now they gave us the mixed number, 2 and 4/8. So which number line am I going to look at? I'm going to look at the eighths one. So I have 2 and 4/8 and 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4. Which one is greater? 2 is greater than 1 and 3/4. So what we're going to do now is these fraction or mixed number for each letter, you can write either one. And we're going to look at up here. So where's A? So A right here, what are we looking for? Well, I see a pattern, 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. So A should be 4.5 or 8 2s, 9 2s. Hopefully you're seeing that. Letter B, which is right here, is going to be 1 and 1/4 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/4. C is going to be 11/4 or, that's an 11, my pen is not writing very small, 2 and 3/4. Go ahead and see, pause it right here, see if you can do D, E, F, G, and H on your own, and then check your answers. I'm going to do them, and then you can check your answers right away. But see if you can fill in, look at what it's in between, and see if you can't figure out what number it would be on the number line. So check your answers. What you need to see on the eighths, especially, so E, F, G, and H, there are 8 spaces between each whole number. So each line counts as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this automatically is going to be 7/8. This automatically is going to be 3/8. Hopefully you're seeing how it's divided up, and you can check your answers from here. Okay, moving on. Those were pretty easy because they were all in 1/2, 4s, and 8s. Now we're going to talk about 3s and 6s. So how many equal parts are between 0 and 1? 0 and 1. How many equal parts? 1, 2, 3. That would be correct. For this number line right here, how many parts, equal parts are there between 0 and 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, that should go on number 7. My bad. And then down here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equal parts. So these are kind of a little different than the quarters and the halves that we're used to, but it's the same idea. So if I'm looking at 4/3, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7/6. 7/6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, what do you think of that? It says really close. So I'm going to draw this line up. Oh, then I know that 4/3 is greater than 7/6, because you can see that little piece is a little shorter than that one. So 8/3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here, that's 8/3. And 18/6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18/6 is greater. You got to think of each of this little open spot as one of our tiles from like yesterday. 3 5/6. 3 holes, and 5 more 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 2/3. Okay, well, 3 5/6 is greater than. So what you need to look at here to do the points A through I are you need to count the lines. Each line is a tile, or each line represents the fraction. So here we would, starting with A is going to be 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, or 1 2/3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10/3, or 3 1/3. So I just did A, B, and C. I want you to try D through I. I'm going to pause it right here, try D through I, and then you can check your answers.